Oh yeah, baby. It looks like hell has finally frozen over because oh, it's starting to feel chilly here. Irate Gamer finally admitted in a video that he just did recently that, yeah, he copied Jane's. And not so much, yeah, many words like, I flat out copied Jane's from the beginning, ha 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 ha. No, that sort of thing. He tried to make himself look like the good guy. And, you know, props for Chris Boris for finally doing that. I don't like to rag on the guy that much, but to say that a lot of his hate wasn't warranted from the beginning, from, you know, the Archfiend, you know, from whoever, is a bit of a misnomer. Because, man, he does like to skirt around some of the issues that some of his haters had from the very beginning. Like, okay, one big issue is that it took 7 years for him to finally admit that, yes, he did, you know, sort of rip out Jane's. Like, a whole bunch of other reviewers were sort of doing it at the time. The whole angry reviewer sort of thing back in 2006. And yeah, he said, alright, I'll just jump on the bandwagon too. But the thing is that the other reviewers were saying that, okay, remember how Jane's did this? Well, I'm going to sort of copy that. They would sort of acknowledge that Jane's Rolf did it first. And if they did, they would at least, you know, write in the comments and, okay, Jane's might have mentioned this earlier or something like that. But Irate Gamer, he stuck to his guns. He would never acknowledge Jane's Rolf. Even in videos like the Back to the Future and especially the Ninja Turtles review, even though it's like verbatim, word for word, rip-off of Jane's previous work, yeah, Irate Gamer would never admit it. And that's where a lot of the well-justified hate came from. Okay, a lot of people are going to praise Irate Gamer. He finally admitted he copied Jane's. But yeah, it took him 7 years for him to do it. That's the problem. And he also mentioned in that video that he entered the contest, you know, out-nerd the nerd, so to speak, and he thought he would be a shoo-in to win that contest. Again, huge inflated ego and everything. Okay, he was making great videos back then. I was even a fan of his work. Until I saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review. But then he found out that Derek Alexander, the Happy Video Game Nerd, won. And he thought the whole contest was rigged, that he made a much better video. And that's simply untrue, because when you're doing a contest on how to out-nerd the nerd, you at least have to acknowledge that you lifted some content, or you at least got some inspiration from the person you're trying to, you know, please in the contest. Like, when I do like the Indifferent Video Game Nerd, I acknowledge Jane's Rolf. You know, this is the person that I'm trying to emulate. And when Derek Alexander was doing the Happy Video Game Nerd, Journey to Silius, the, you know, the Maelstrom reviews, which are excellent reviews, and I can understand why they won the contest. They're highly in-depth. They show all the positive gameplay aspects of those particular games. I know why Derek Alexander won that contest, because he's a great reviewer. It just makes Chris Boris sound so petty, like saying, I should have won. You're a good reviewer, you have lots of high production values, but your content is not always the best. Especially in some of your material where you can get some of the facts wrong. Super Mario Bros. 2 is not the perfect predecessor. And you can say how Super Mario World is like an NES game, that sort of shit. And of course, you know, gamers like me who know their shit inside and out are going to call you up on it. Irate Gamer was pissed off that he didn't win the contest, out-nerd the nerd. he gave an email to James. You know, I don't want to make a big deal of it. I apologize if I lifted some of your material, stuff like that. And I don't know, maybe James didn't think he was very sincere, or Mike didn't think he was very sincere and posted this confession letter on Screw Attack, and I think everything exploded. Yeah, he's pretty much had like a very good career, but you know, it's pretty much piggybacking off of James still, and a lot of people called him out on that bullshit. So here we are, like 7 years later now, that he finally opens up, makes this revelation that yes, I did copy a nerd. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I know like the Happy Video Game Nerd is not as popular as you, but come on. It was a great vid. And why you have to take a jab at this guy just because you didn't win that contest? I'm just happy that, you know, Chris Boers is finally, you know, moving on from this stuff, but, you know, we take, you know, one step forward, then 2 steps back, and he still has to be condescending and all this sort of bullshit. Now, what do you guys think? Are you still going to hate on Chris Boers, or do you think he's finally maturing, he's opening up more? Oh, he's got to be so religious now. Thou shalt not steal? I don't know. Or do you think, you know, James Rolfe has, like, more to play in this, that, you know, he posted this letter, or was it Mike that posted this letter? I don't know, it just seems like it's whole big stupid misunderstanding, and here we are again, angry at these different viral videos on the internet. You know, I just like looking at video game reviews and all that. James was awesome for doing that sort of shit in 2006, and he's still awesome, you know. People give him shit for, you know, doing the whole Indiegogo thing to help him fund the movie and all that, but hey, it was your choice to donate or not. You know, the movie's all done, it's out now. You know, you can choose to like it, hate it, you know, whatever. It ain't no big deal. And Chris Boers is finally mature now, even though it's his own, you know, unique way, still bashing other people, but hey, at least he finally is opening up now, so maybe we can get some progress in this, and we can just go back to watching video reviews. I'm still pissed off at that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review. It was almost beta. Yeah, and he mentioned that, hey, his Super Mario Bros. 3 was much like my Super Mario Bros. 2 review, but it wasn't like word for word. Where you're Back to the Future and, you know, Mission Impossible reviews were like beta word for word. And that's the whole issue people have problems with. So don't think you're all goody-goody or out of the woods yet. But, hey, it's a start. Okay, and that's it for me. That's just my 2 cents, and, you know, let's just watch videos and not worry about all this, hating bullshit. I'm getting kind of sick of it, but I'm also not afraid to call out people when they're messing up like this, like Irate Gamer still has. Well, anyways, what do you guys think? I'm curious to know. Okay, this is Airsoft World Heavyweight Champion, over and out. Woo! It's all about the gains, baby.